The rings have been crafted, and there's only one left to go. In the Rings of Power Season 2, Sauron, alongside his unknowing accomplice Celebrimbor, forged the dwarven and human Rings of Power. After the sack of Eregion at the end of the last season, it seems that Middle-earth is in grave peril. Now heading into Season 3, Sauron appears to have his sights set not only on the rest of Middle-earth, but also on consolidating his power and creating a weapon capable of conquering all life. This video explores what Season 3 of the Rings of Power may have in store for the Dark Lord. Note that this video will contain possible spoilers for the future of the show, as well as actual lore spoilers that we will be pulling in from the appendices, as well as other Second Age Middle-earth texts. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe for the latest news, updates, and theories for all things Tolkien. But with that being said, let's get into it. Advancing through Eriador. After sacking Eregion, the climactic battle featured in episode 7 of Season 2, Sauron now has his sights set on the rest of Middle-earth. According to the Lord of the Rings appendices, this includes establishing strongholds along the Wither Gwathlo before eventually being driven back by both elves and men. His campaign also extends further west towards Lindon and even the Grey Havens. During this time, Imladris, or Rivendell, is also besieged and becomes one of Sauron's main targets. In Season 3, it would make sense for his next points of attack to include Gil-galad's kingdom and other settlements throughout Eriador. With his disguises as Halbrand and Anatar now exposed, Sauron could take a more direct role in leading his armies, fully embracing his transformation into the Dark Lord. However, knowing that Sauron is always scheming and that this season has 8 episodes to fill, it's unlikely that leading his armies will be his only focus. There may be even more at play behind the scenes. Creating the One Ring. One of the most iconic moments in literature and pop culture is the creation of the One Ring to rule them all, as seen in the prologue of Jackson's The Fellowship of the Ring. Sauron's relentless drive and ambition for control could fuel his desire to forge this ultimate weapon. Now, with a 5-year time jump between seasons 2 and 3, it is conceivable that the construction of Barad-dûr is nearing completion, or perhaps already finished. We also know from season 1 that Orodruin, or Mount Doom, is already active. Therefore, it's possible that Sauron could be seen deep within the fiery depths of Mount Doom or within his chambers of Barad-dûr, attempting to forge the One Ring. His desire for absolute power might also lead him to travel across Middle-earth in search of lost knowledge or individuals who can aid him in completing the ring, especially now that Celebrimbor, his key collaborator, is gone. Splitting his focus between forging the ring and advancing his armies through Eriador could allow the story to balance both his strategic and personal pursuits. After all, the creation of the One Ring was not the only achievement Sauron brought forth during the Second Age, forming the Ringwraiths, Nazgûl. Another key element of the Second Age is the creation of the Ringwraiths and Sauron's efforts to corrupt the kings of men. While Tolkien said that 3 of the Nazgûl come from Númenor, that still leaves 6 to be found within Middle-earth. Alongside forging the One Ring and leading his armies into Eriador, seeking out and converting these future Ringwraiths could be another major task on Sauron's agenda. Since it's widely speculated and highly likely that much of Season 4 will focus on Sauron's capture in Númenor and his manipulation of Ar-Pharazôn, Season 3 may be the only real opportunity to explore the origins of the Nazgûl in depth. It's possible that Sauron begins establishing some of the Ringwraiths early in the season so they can assist in leading his forces, allowing him to focus on the creation of the One Ring. This approach would also give the show time to develop the Ringwraiths as individual characters and expand Sauron's inner circle. A potential candidate might include Theo, whose storyline has long explored his inner conflict between light and darkness, particularly given his upbringing in a town once punished for siding with Morgoth. Additionally, if Amazon chooses to include a female Ringwraith, Estrid could be a compelling option, along with other townsfolk from Pelargir. And as far as candidates from Númenor go, there's the seemingly obvious choice of Lord Belzegar, as well as Kemen, whose future Ringwraith status has been an internal fandom debate for quite some time. This season could also see Sauron seeking out the Witch King and finding a suitable candidate, theoretically his second in command and someone he can trust, and to not only lead the Ringwraiths, but to also carry out his tasks as well. Now, is this a character we have yet to meet, or do you think it's someone who's been set up from the start? Let us know what you think. Of all the Nazgûl, there's only one we ever get an actual name for, and that is Khamûl, the Easterling. Could this character be one of the mysterious Galdrim introduced in Rhûn during Season 2? Only time will tell, but it does lead nicely into our final topic, Hrûn and the Dark Wizard. Expanding his army and forces to continue his domination over Middle-earth could also serve as as another goal for Sauron. It could even look east towards Rhûn and the Dark Wizard who is currently in contest with Gandalf. Being able to get the Dark Wizard on his side, alongside his army of Rhûn loyalists, could strengthen Sauron's army and his control over Middle-earth, with everything east and south of Mordor essentially under his control. Or it could be a scenario similar to Adar's, where there can only be one real power and villain. Therefore, the Dark Wizard could be a threat and challenge to Sauron's plans, and he might need to sort that dilemma out as well. It could go either way, with both options being quite exciting. As Season 3 of the Rings of Power slowly approaches, the foundations are firmly set for Sauron's rise into the Dark Lord we recognize from the original trilogy. With Eregion fallen, Middle-earth fractured, and the One Ring still to be forged, this stage is primed for darker, more ambitious stories. Sauron's campaign through Eriador, the forging of the One Ring, and the creation of the Nazgul are likely to be central threads that intertwine strategy, mysticism, and terror. As he sheds all former disguises and fully embraces his dark identity, viewers may finally witness the terrifying culmination of his long-laid plans. If Season 2 was about deception and manipulation, Season 3 could be about domination and power, thus setting the tone for the eventual last alliance of elves and men. Please let us know in the comments below what you think Sauron will be up to in The Lord of the Rings of Power Season 3, and we will be sure to respond and interact with your comments as well. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel. And as for the latest updates for The Rings of Power Season 3, be sure to stay tuned, as this is only just the beginning.